Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling something I think we all struggle with: digital tab overload. Honestly, if your browser currently looks like a barcode of tiny, unreadable icons, and your laptop fan sounds like a jet engine preparing for takeoff, well, you are in the exact right place. We're going to figure out how to reclaim your time.
I mean, we all know that agonizing feeling, right? You're researching a topic, you open 10 different tabs, and within minutes, you completely forget what you were even looking for. You dig through your history, find absolutely nothing, or you end up reading the exact same page 3 times just to grab one tiny fact. It's just exhausting. But pause for a second and ask yourself, what if your browser could just kind of think for you?
We're so used to being stuck in that old way of browsing. Lost history, repetitive reading, endless tabs. But the AI approach we're diving into today offers a seriously compelling alternative. It essentially acts as an intelligent assistant right there in your browser. And the best part? No expensive subscription fees, no cloud processing slowing your machine down, and it is completely private. Your data literally never leaves your device. This isn't some sci-fi concept. It's happening right now.
Okay, let's jump right into your private browser assistant.
So the hero of our story today is a specific Chrome extension created by developer Nico Martin. It's called the Transformers.js Gemma browser assistant. Essentially, it uses web-based code, that's the Transformers.js part, to embed a highly capable AI directly into your daily browsing experience. It's just working for you behind the scenes.
Now, the specs here are absolutely wild. The entire extension is under 6 megabytes. Because it utilizes that Transformers framework, it runs completely locally on your device. Once you download the model weights, which is basically the AI's core brain data, just that first time, the whole thing runs totally offline. That means it is 100% free, it requires 0 API keys, and it offers just supreme privacy. Literally nobody is logging your search queries.
Now we need to meet the engine powering this, Google's Gemma 4.
Released back on April 2nd, 2026, Gemma 4 is Google's newest family of open AI models. And Google actively positions these as their most intelligent open models to date. The weights were released directly to the public, which means developers can download them and immediately start building. No waiting lists, no gatekeepers.
Now, an absolutely crucial concept to grasp here is agentic workflows. Gemma 4 is purposefully built for this. See, this isn't just a basic chatbot that spits back a prepackaged answer. No, it actively plans. It thinks through multi-step problems, uses tools, and takes deliberate action on your behalf. While earlier models were built to just respond, Gemma 4 is fundamentally built to do.
And Gemma 4 punches surprisingly above its weight class. Take the 31B version, meaning it has 31 billion parameters. It currently ranks as the number 3 open model worldwide on the Arena AI Tax leaderboard, and the 26B version is sitting right behind it at number 6. But the genuinely fascinating part? They are actively outcompeting models 20 times their size. You are getting frontier-level intelligence without needing a massive supercomputer to run it.
To cater to different needs, Gemma 4 comes in 4 sizes. The heavier 26B and 31B models are fantastic for researchers and developers handling massive workloads, but for everyday users like us, the E2B and E4B models are the real stars. These are edge-optimised. That means they are explicitly designed to run seamlessly on everyday hardware, your laptop, your phone, or even something as small as a Raspberry Pi.
The E2B model features a context window of 128,000 tokens. Since tokens are essentially words or pieces of words, in practical terms, this means the AI can read and comprehend a book-sized amount of text in a single shot, all without forgetting the beginning by the time it reaches the end.
And it doesn't stop there. The E2B model handles images natively, giving it incredible vision capabilities. Plus, it was trained on over 140 languages, making it a truly global tool. And because it runs locally on your machine, you get near zero latency. It's lightning fast. This AI was built for everyone, operating instantly whether you're in Tokyo or Toronto, regardless of your native language.
All right, let's look at 3 major time-saving features.
This browser assistant leverages Gemma to do 3 main things, and every single one of them is a serious time saver. We're looking at cross-tab search, natural language history search, and current page comprehension. Let's break down how each of these is going to totally transform your daily workflow. First up is cross-tab search. Imagine you're doing competitor research, right? You have a dozen tabs open, different pricing pages, case studies, feature lists. Instead of furiously clicking back and forth to compare them all, you just ask the assistant, which tool offers the best workflow automation?
It searches across all your open tabs simultaneously to find the exact answer. No more losing your spot. It is a total game changer.
Feature number 2 is natural language history search. Let's be honest, standard browser history only works if you remember the exact URL or page title, which we almost never do. But with this assistant, you can literally type, "Hey, find that article I read last week about scaling communities," and it actively understands what you mean and pulls it right up. It permanently ends that nightmare of scrolling through hundreds of history entries just to find one little link.
Finally, we have current page comprehension. If you're staring at a massive, incredibly dense research paper, you don't need to read the whole thing just to find one data point. You just ask the assistant, "What's the main argument on this page?" or "Summarize the pricing tiers." It reads the entire page instantly and extracts exactly what you need in seconds.
So, how does this fit into the broader AI ecosystem? Let's take a look. 100,000. That is the staggering number of community-built Gemma variants out there right now. Google affectionately calls this the Gemmaverse. And listen, these aren't just weekend hobby projects. These are real developers creating real business solutions on top of an open model that absolutely anyone can grab and use. And everyday people are catching on rapidly. Massive online communities are forming around this exact technology. We're seeing groups like the AI Profit Boardroom with over 2,500 members, and the AI Success Lab boasting a massive 68,000 members. These groups are just filled with people actively leveraging tools like Gemma 4 to automate their workflows, save hours of time, and scale their businesses. The momentum is truly undeniable.
And why is this ecosystem exploding the way it is? Well, Gemma 4 is released under the Apache 2.0 license. This is a highly permissive license that lets developers freely use, modify, build upon, and even commercially deploy the AI without any restrictions. There's no vendor lock-in, and you don't have to go beg a massive tech giant for permission. It is a massive win for both user privacy and rapid, borderless innovation.
So we've seen how Gemma 4 and the Transformers.js browser assistant can completely eliminate tab overload, protect your absolute privacy, and completely supercharge your research. The technology is here, it's completely free, and it runs safely right on your device. So the only question left is this: with an AI doing all the heavy lifting in your browser, how are you going to use your reclaimed hours? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Now go out there and test this amazing tech for yourself.